I am in the middle of cutting some dovetails in a pretty unorthodox manner. I'm doing a long, low kind of entertainment console. So here's a little scale mock-up of it, and two ways to go about it. You can cut dovetails on the top and bottom and then transfer the pins to the sides. Or we can cut dovetails on the sides and transfer them to the top and the bottom. One of these is far easier to do than the other, and I happen to pick the other one. So, meaning if I had cut the tails in the top and bottom, this is a tall piece, 5 feet long, so that would have been a little bit cumbersome, but I can knock those out on my table saw with the sled really, really easily. And then all the transferring and marking would be done with the shorter piece clamped in my vise, and everything happens really, really easily. Instead, I went ahead and cut the tails on the ends. Which is super cool because I'm going to have some tenons here. This is a really nice look. However, then I have to get the piece up on top of the side, number one, in order to scribe it, which is its own challenge. Number two, in order to saw it, which is its own challenge. And number three, in order to route the waste between the pins and fit the joint, which is its own challenge. So first part of the solution was pulling out my Lie-Nielsen twin screw Moxon vise, which is wonderful, but I never use it. This, I thought, this is really cool because it raises the effective height of the bench by about 4 inches, and I have really good clamping pressure all along the face of this board. Cool. One of the problems was that I was still getting a lot of flex in the board as I was sawing because so much of the board is still sticking up above the Moxon vise. So then I came up with a little brace, just 2 pieces of 2x8 with bevels cut on the ends. They're attached to the cleat at the bench, and that cleat is screwed into the bench. And then there's a cross brace at the top, which I'm clamping to the workpiece, and it just creates really, really steady support. And I'm able to saw really easily without a problem. However, it's still a little bit too tall to saw, so I made a little riser, again with 2x8s, 2 pieces of plywood. Wasn't quite high enough, so I just shoved some other 2x stock underneath it, and this gives me pretty good. It's still, I'd say, maybe a couple inches higher than I would normally have a workpiece at my bench in relation to as I'm standing. This is still okay. And then in terms of backing up for scribing, I've got a couple things. The first thing I did to help with registration is I ran a really shallow rabbet on the inside faces of the tails. So that gives me a super positive register to lock that in place. The second thing I did is I clamped a wide surface to rest the workpiece on. Then I'm able to clamp, get it exactly where I want it. Instead of holding it down with one hand and scribing, I actually clamp this to the support. And then I can scribe all day long without this thing moving around. So finally, once I'm done sawing the dovetails, coping out the waste, I have a leftover fence from a router table I had made, and this gets clamped even with the surface in order to route the waste between the pins. So, you know, this is a little bit sketchy. How am I clamping this so this is at the same level? I just have a scrap of MDF, overlap the front a little bit, spring clamp, spring clamp. Now I can register this to the top, clamp it in place, pull this off, and I'm dead flat. So it was one of those situations where it really took me about 2.5 days to cut one corner, when normally I would consider dovetailing a case to be kind of a half-a-day job. But now that I've gone through that effort, figured out everything to make things much easier, the other 3 corners are going to go a lot quicker. And not only that, of course, I'm starting on the least visible corner, which would be on the bottom, and toward the side, which is going to be toward a corner wall. So, you know, always hedge your bets a little bit. And then by the time I get to the top and the really visible joints, hopefully I'm warmed up, I've got all of my processes down, and things are going to go pretty smooth. So, you know, one design decision can make a big difference when it comes to making, yet at the same time, I don't let making something easier drive the way I make something if it just has to be something else. Right?